Welcome to another Married Family video. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Welcome to another Married Family video. So I decided to do a part 2 to the first video that I made about, having tawakkul while, making hijrah. So, and this is something that I really wanted to share because I felt like so many people can relate. So as we are aware right now, for anyone who's living in the West, specifically in the US, has been a lot of people losing their jobs, unemployment, layoffs, things of that sort. So I kind of have a little story time for you guys today. So I don't know if you guys saw in my other content, but baby, I am the remote work queen. Okay. And I'm going to have another video. I'm going to have another video that shares kind of like my remote work experience. But for now, we'll just focus on the tawakkul with the hijrah. But I'm going to get into my remote work, inshallah. Just stay tuned. But in this context, so just to kind of give you guys a background, I have several remote jobs, several. And I've been doing this for like the past 3 years or whatever. I used to work outside, as a healthcare professional, went back to school, got my doctorate, became a nurse practitioner. And then I decided, I'm like, you know what? I ended up having my second child. And I was like, you know what? I don't really see this for myself. I genuinely, sincerely don't see myself working outside right now in this moment of my life while my children are so small. And, with just everything that's going on, the climate and everything, not to get too much into politics, I just wasn't too keen on my children going outside and going to school. Like, I just wanted to be their main educator, essentially, right? So, with that being said, I had my remote jobs, whatever. Fast forward now, one of my roles that I've been in for almost 2 years, I remember my manager, she texts me, she's like, "Are you available? We're having a town hall meeting." And I'm like, well, she literally let me know like 2 hours before the town hall. And I'm like, in my experience, I've been in the workforce for a little bit. Whenever they have an impromptu, when your workplace has an impromptu meeting, they dropping some news that either you gonna like it or you're not gonna like it. So for me, I personally, I didn't like my news, not gonna lie. So long story short, they end up letting us know that my service line, so my department in this remote work space, was going to be terminated, essentially. So there's no more need for us, which was fine, I guess. I mean, for me, I just, now I came to terms with it, but in the beginning, it was just so unexpected because I just remembered like they had just did this new acquisition. They did a new merger. Like everyone was so excited. Our company is growing. And then for them to come hit us with this, I felt like it came from left field. But alhamdulillah for everything, alhamdulillah. When I got the news that I had lost my job, I just remember that feeling like, dang, like back to square one. Like I had just worked on my tawakkul. I'm trusting Allah, I'm trusting the process. And then this happens. And what I had to remember was, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, right? And whoever relies upon Allah, then he is sufficient for him, So I had to really sit with myself and remember the work that I had done to even get to this point. Like, what was I telling myself? I kept telling myself, like, I'm not going to let no job be the reason why I don't make this hijrah, right? And it's like, it's easy to say things, right? If anybody that knows me knows that I am the mantra queen. That's another queen I am, a mantra queen. I have motivational phrases for days, and it's like, it's easy to be saying stuff to spew out motivational phrases. But what happens when, Allah tests you? Are you going to live by these motivational mantras? So one thing that I definitely learned is like tawakkul isn't passive. You will have to work, plan, and put in the effort, and it just, it doesn't mean that just because you have tawakkul that everything is going to be smooth sailing. You know, like, do we think that we're going to believe in Allah and he's not going to test us? You got to be tested. Tawakkul doesn't mean life will always go your way. It means that even when things fall apart, you still believe in Allah. You know, you still believe that Allah's going to take care of you. So I really had to just sit with myself and be like, you know what, Allah, I see what you're doing here. I really see what you're doing here. Like, you know, I'm telling myself I believe in Allah. My tawakkul is on 3,000. Allah's like, okay, I got you. So I'm going to test your tawakkul and let's see if you're going to pass the test. So alhamdulillah, you know, I did what, you know, I knew how to do. And this is what I always say, you know, sometimes you got to bring it to the prayer mat. Bring your problems to the prayer mat. Give it to Allah. Have him sort it out and give it back to you. And that's exactly what I did. So stick around for part 3. I can't wait to share with you guys what ended up happening after, you know, tying my camel and just doing my groundwork and doing what I knew how to do best, just making dua and praying about it. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm so glad y'all hanging around and embarking on this journey with us. I can't wait to share more with you guys. Assalamu alaikum.